Hi, so I hope you're doing well. This is a video to discuss the main advantages and disadvantages of aggregator programs such as TravelPayouts, Awin, and Partnerize. So if you're already a YouTuber, you might find this useful. Or if you have a blog, any other sort of social media that you monetize, I will take you through it. So travel payouts is obviously the main advantage is that if you're in travel or post about travel, they have all the travel partners you need. So I've only actually started with them recently, so I don't have many clicks or any sales, but you can see that they do have quite a few different programs, some really well-known ones like hotels.com, Booking Trip, Get Your Guide, but some other lesser known ones as well. Like AirHelp is really useful if people have delayed flights, they're able to claim the compensation on behalf, sorry, dry throat, on behalf of the passenger. So if you don't know, under EU 261, if your flight is delayed by a certain amount of time, you are entitled to money back. Not just money back or rebooking, but actual compensation as well. It obviously depends on the individual situation. But anyway, this isn't a video about air help, is a video about the different aggregators that you're able to work with these companies from and get affiliate links for them. They do also have some much actually lesser known ones as well that are quite useful. Viator on there for tours. There's lots of eSIMs. Um, really a great range of providers. And sometimes you're connected automatically. So you don't then need to apply to the brand. You'll see them here on your link creator. Another good thing is you do sometimes get promo codes that aren't available to the public. So it gives you that edge. You link your social or site with them. So some like DreamSim, I don't remember applying for that, but it must be automatically on there. It's super easy. Like you said, there's some unusual ones. A storage place is even. So I want to link to that. I just copy that. It's so easy. And it didn't take long to create the account. Also, I haven't got a payout yet, so I can't say how easy or hard that is. But travel payouts are pretty well known, so I don't think there'd be any issue there. Next one is Partnerize. This is actually my least favorite. The main reason is because it's just not very user friendly, or at least I find. So I don't use them that much. You can see here it's all like I don't know, dimension two, what does that even mean? Um yeah, like exporting data is not so easy with them. And you can see on the other tab, creative, again, this is kind of fiddly. It's not user friendly at all. So I want macro hotels creatives, oh, one is loading there, but oh, okay, you can put the HTML. But if you just want an image, like here, I can't figure out how to even do that. Or maybe the internet's slow and it's just not loading. But I find it really, really unuser friendly. They do have some good companies like who use them for Jet 2 and on the beach. I'll show you there. It's fairly easy to make an affiliate link. You do need to apply or be invited to the programs, but it does say there what their descriptions are, how it all works. That part is actually pretty user friendly. And then if you want to generate a link, you actually go to tracking and then do it that way. So it's yeah, it's not my favorite tool, to be honest. I use it because I have to for jet touring on the beach, but that's pretty much it. Um, and actually my favorite both for travel and other Retailers as well, they've got a really wide range is a win. You can see here the commissions I've got this year. It's really easy. You can also export that data to Excel if you just go like that. The data is really thorough as well. If someone makes a transaction, it tells you even more about them as well as the amount and your commission. It also tells you what device they use, where they are. Um, I think there's some other information that's kind of useful for affiliate marketers to know. So you know what works well, what doesn't. Really useful. And their support is pretty good as well, I find. The payouts are pretty good. It's quite a low minimum, £20 or 25 US dollars, I think, and they pay twice a week. And it's super user friendly. They have like creative, you can get ads from that, offers, where you can promote offers, and then obviously the link builder. I'll just load it now to show you all how it works. So they want to, yeah, make a link for air parks. You can either put a website page you find or just use the home page if you leave it blank. It will also shorten the link for you. I sometimes use buffer, so I don't bother with that. Or if you're putting it on a website you probably don't need, but for social media, it's really useful to just be able to shorten like that, then copy. Super user friendly, really self-explanatory. Um, those are the big pluses. The cons, sometimes individual partners are quite slow when you reach out to them for support. Also, some partners are pretty slow at paying their invoices, which then means there's a delay in your payment. And for travel, that particularly matters because you don't get paid generally until the person has done the trip. So if someone books a trip really far in advance, and then the advertiser is slow at paying the invoice or approving the transaction, that will all add to the delay. And then on top of that, you've got to wait until you reach a minimum if it didn't already, and the next pay date as well. Then it takes 2 to 3 business days after that for it to go to your bank normally. So it really can add a delay and cause frustration on that side of it. But that I would say is the only particular negative that I have. They have so many partners you can work with. Um, it's really easy to see. Sometimes people invite you to their programs or you can apply. So if I just go to invitations there, I don't have any at the moment. If I want to search new ones, I can just press not joined. Then say I want to, well, I mostly do travel. I do use them for some other things. You can just do that and see who I'm not already a part of. So, for example, if I was interested in an ordnance survey, not that I am, but you would just press join, choose the site you're going to use for promoting them, write a short message. That's check that you agree the terms, and then some are much faster than others at replying. Either they'll reject or approve you, but really depends. If you see the payment status, like I said earlier, orange are ones that you will need to wait for them to pay the invoice. Green is once it's been approved, it will just be paid directly to you, and then it's up to Awin to chase the invoice. You don't need to do anything. Sometimes with the orange ones, you do need to chase them to approve transactions. And then if it's been sitting as approved for a while but not paid, chase them to pay that invoice. But and then red are ones with a really bad credit rating that you don't probably want to work with. So that's another plus. The traffic light system is pretty useful. So obviously green has a massive advantage, but I've worked a lot with ones that are on amber. It's just you have to wait for them to pay the invoice. And yeah, it's super easy also to set up. There is a small deposit to check that you're genuine. Advertisers do also reach out on whatever email you have registered to a win. Sometimes they reach out with offers or just asking if you need any help. So I find that pretty useful as well. And there is an extension. I don't use that myself. And then, like I said, the reports are pretty useful. You can see payment, how many times someone's clicked the. I only really use the clicks and transactions one to be honest. But sometimes I do look at advertiser performance if I'm thinking about which programs are good to join or not. But yeah. So that's my summary from the three partners that I use. All of them have the advantage of that you can promote mo multiple brands and then it'll just be under one payment. So often, say I also do Amazon Associates, but I've got to wait until I reach a minimum for that to get paid. But with these, because you're able to promote different brands, it all goes on the same pay slip that you get, and you can reach a minimum faster that way sometimes. But then again, I guess there is a disadvantage that you can spread yourself a bit too thin. So, the links are in the description or comment if you want to join any of these. And yeah, let me know how your journey goes. What are your thoughts? Do you prefer to stick with one or use multiple or use sites like these? Let me know.